wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Here we go. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the KVJ show. How is everybody today?
Hello.
It's a good thing to see Bird in his pizza outfit for National Pizza Day today.
Oh, I didn't get the memo.
Yeah. Like you would know, it's a National Pizza Day today.
Yeah, it's a big day for all. Pizza brings people together. We've talked about that, the power of pizza.
Power of pizza, yeah, it is. I would say America's favorite food by far. Yeah, I saw this poll. 97% of Americans say they eat pizza. Only 3% do not.
It's powerful, that pie.
I eat it at least 300 out of the 365 a year. At least. And I'm underballing that thing.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call you underball.
Probably more. Underball Pennington.
Look, let's leave your underballs out of this.
I'm underballing it. It's more.
Yeah, you are. No doubt.
Are there any toppings that you love? I know you're a cheese man, and I know you like extra sauce, but do you ever get toppings, or do you always just get cheese with extra sauce?
I always get cheese with extra sauce, and I don't know why. Ever since I gave my kidney, meat doesn't really agree with it. It hurts my stomach, and I've looked into that, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I usually just get the extra sauce, but if I had to, really, really crispy pepperoni or bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon and barbecue sauce pizza is good, too. Gosh,
Okay. A lot of options. A lot of options.
I didn't mean to work you up so early.
Oh, my gosh,
Yeah.
I got the vapors.
So here we go. It is another day on the KVJ show. Came whipping into the parking lot. Is there any reason why your back tailgate is open?
Oh, crap. I'm embarrassed to say that I cannot find my pizza shoes, and they're boxed away. But when I was walking up to the building, I go, oh, maybe they're in the Jeep, and I forgot to close my door.
Okay,
it's still open, huh?
You left
Yeah, it
your
is.
door open?
No, the whole back. You know the back
The tailgate.
gate? Yeah, tailgate's up.
Yeah.
I got pizza on the brain, dog. I don't know what to tell you. It's too much. It's a big day. It's a big day. I forgot to close it.
Yeah, okay.
And the shoes weren't there?
They're boxed away. I'm embarrassed.
Okay. Well, there's two homeless guys camped out in the back having a good time, so don't worry about it.
Are they wearing pizza shoes?
All right, check out KVJ TV. We are on YouTube right now.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, we now know why that guy who ran onto the field during the Super Bowl ran onto the field.
Yeah.
In case you care, it's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
He was promoting that website of that YouTuber Vitaly, who's always doing stunts. So he had like Vitaly's stuff on his shirt. I'm sure Vitaly paid him. And
Yeah. Yeah, it's a porn site that he's doing now. Yeah, 31-year-old guy from Boca. So there you go. Yep, South Florida.
The mystery is solved.
Yep.
In other news, it looks like they're trying to cancel Diane Sawyer. Now, these are all clips from back in the day when Diane Sawyer interviewed Britney Spears. And I guess they're saying that Diane Sawyer was mean to Britney. But, I mean, none of us really knew how fragile Britney was back then. We know now, but we certainly didn't know back then. And maybe Diane Sawyer didn't know either.
Okay.
So here's a montage of all of her apparently very mean questions to Britney Spears.
Do you like your voice? What happened to your clothes? Or what's this about? No kidding. What is it about? Is it about shocking people? Have you ever gone further than you wish you had? I have to ask about Justin. He has gone on television and pretty much said you did something that caused him so much pain. What did you do? You said, I've only slept with one person in my whole life, 2 years into my relationship with Justin. And yet he's left the impression that you weren't faithful. If you were talking to your little sister now, and the girl who said that she was going to stay a virgin till she got married, do you still think there's something to be said for that?
Really, if I had an opportunity to shoot Britney Spears, I think I would. That's really bad.
Because of the example for kids and how hard it is to be a parent and keep all of this away from your kids.
I'm not here to babysit her kids.
It's one thing not to want to be the role model anymore. It's another thing not to know that a lot of young girls are looking at this.
But am I responsible for them?
Okay.
It's out there.
So, okay.
I just wanted you to know.
Okay, so you can't ask tough questions as a reporter anymore?
No, apparently you cannot.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to blame her family. You're the one that knows her health better than anybody else.
Your boys, the Foo Fighters, were on The Tonight Show.
Okay.
I know you are a fan, so we pulled this audio just for you, Kevin.
Okay. Is this the Dave Grohl revealing his top 3 records for homeschool music class?
No, there's
No?
a different one of them, the Foo
Okay.
Fighters on The Tonight Show.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you love it?
It's good. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's good Foo Fighters. I don't know if it's going to go down as their greatest song that they've ever created, but
Does the Kevin Ralston download that song?
I already got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't step to him.
You're
That's
right.
right. Yeah, they had the new album drop Friday.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, I do want to wish everybody a happy NPD, National Pizza Day. And I have plucked out what I think are the best pizza deals going on today.
Okay.
There's some pizza places, no offense, but you guys are not doing it right for National Pizza Day. They're offering a deal and getting all this hype around it. You look into it, it's not that good of a deal, Virginia.
Uh-oh.
Here are the 3 I thought they were pretty good, though. Domino's, they've got the mix and match special. You choose 2 menu items for $5.99 each. It includes medium 2-topping pizza, specialty chicken, 8-piece chicken wings, or boneless wings. Now, are they saying, is that 2 items for $5.99? Is that what that sounds like to you? Is that how they wrote that up? I just want to make sure there's no pizza.
It's 2 items, but they're going to be probably $5.99 a piece.
Is that a great deal for National Pizza Day? You impressed? I'm with you. All right,
It's not terrible, but it's not like, wow.
Hungry Howie's, they've got the pick 2. You choose 2 from the list, and it's $5.99. Again, I think that's each as well. So if you have 2 pizzas, are you paying $12 or do you get the $5.99 deal? That's what we got to figure out here.
It's a piece. For each item, you pay $5.99.
Then Chuck E. Cheese has got the best deal. They are giving a free medium pizza when you buy a large pizza.
Oh.
The Chuck E. Cheese got the best deal.
Okay.
I feel like you should offer a free pizza if you buy a certain amount.
Yeah, I saw that Chuck E. Cheese is doing a deal on that Pasquale's Pizza and Wings, which is also Chuck E. Cheese, is offering a deal that is actually better than the Chuck E. Cheese deal.
And it's Chuck E. Cheese. Pasquale's is.
It is, yeah.
I don't like this.
They're undercutting themselves.
This is why
Or underballing themselves.
They're underballing themselves. Well, this is why we're bringing it out. We got a lot of pizza stuff to uncover today.
Nothing compares to Chucky's underballs. Whoa.
Well, it's National Pizza Day, so I want to go try some pizza. I love when the people give me suggestions.
Yeah.
I'm looking Palm Beach Gardens and North. Tell me where to go.
Do you
everybody.
risk it on National Pizza Day, or do you go for a tried and true and celebrate your favorite?
That's a great question, Fat Kevin.
Yeah.
And I think today I'm going to handle it with something new. I want a little something new today.
That's really, it's ballsy.
It is a ballsy move.
That is.
But look,
Okay. All right.
come on.
Rolling the dice on National Pizza Day.
That's right.
NPD.
Please let me know, though. Seriously, I really
Yeah.
do. I mean, every time people give me suggestions, I always try them out.
Okay. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
Well, I don't want any of my friends to snooze on Valentine's Day. It's coming up this Sunday, and if you're looking for a fun little idea, I saw that the pizza girls are doing those heart-shaped pizzas again. That's adorable. If you've got a man or a woman in your life that loves pizza, you've got great local candy makers like Hoffman's and Voice Chocolate that are right here locally making beautiful, wonderful Valentine's gifts. So think about it now. Plan ahead. Don't let Sunday sneak up on you.
I mean, heart pizza, that's how you get action immediately.
Immediately.
Well, after you eat.
I don't know. To each their own.
I see that on TikTok there is a fight going back and forth between the younger Gen Z and millennials about skinny jeans.
Yes.
The Gen Zers started trolling millennials about how they still think that skinny jeans are in, and now millennials are fighting back saying, you don't get to dictate it. Skinny jeans are still in. So it is a fight between Gen Z who's saying we're younger, so that means because we're young, we get trends. You're old now, millennials, so you don't get trends. Skinny jeans are out.
You better stop with the side part and the skinny jeans. It's not cool anymore.
Right. So I got to kind of know because, I've been downsizing a bit in body and in jean size. And so some of my jeans are, a little bit tighter and skinnier. So I got to know, okay, I can't go out and buy skinny jeans if skinny jeans are over, Virginia. I got to know these kind of things.
You got to shop for your body type. I mean, all the trends are just that. They're trends.
Mm-hmm.
But if something doesn't look good on you, then something doesn't look good on you.
True.
And they had these moms on there, and then they put a picture of themselves in skinny jeans. And then they put a picture of themselves in mom jeans, like the young kids are wearing.
Yeah.
And she looked way better in the skinny jeans.
Yeah.
So don't follow the trends. Follow what looks good on your body.
Okay. Well, I asked the question on the KVJ Show Twitter and asked if skinny jeans are still cool. KVJ Nationers, 49% said yes, 12% said they're over, and 39% said, they've always been awful.
I accidentally bought them that one time. It made me look like Humpty Dumpty. It did. Real skinny legs and then the gut hanging out. It wasn't a good look.
Gotta go, yeah.
Because skinny jeans are not for everybody.
Yeah, they're not.
You have to shop for your body.
If you have a fupa, stay away.
Yep. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we got some random questions for you, including what is the worst thing you ever found in your food while eating in a restaurant? Oh boy, I know Bird's got an answer. In fact, he's probably got a few.
Yeah, he does.
We'll all sound off on that coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
You'll be happy to know, Jay Bird, lots of good pizza suggestions are rolling in here.
I love them. I'll put them into my pizza notes, the database.
For National Pizza Day today. 97% of Americans love it. Only 3% say they never eat it.
I'm not sure I can trust you. If you hate pizza, get out of my house.
Yeah. They say the most popular type of pizza is thin crust.
I do like a thin crust if it's done the right way, because you feel like you could eat 3 of them.
Got 31% of the vote with 6,000 people polled. Regular crust, 29%. Deep dish got 18%. Pan, 9%, Sicilian 3%, and French bread 2%.
Sicilian pizza is how I was getting fat during the pandemic.
Thick, huh?
I was ordering
very carby
every day. I mean, Sicilian left and right.
Yeah.
It was a fun ride.
It's delicious, but after you eat it, you're like, oh my gosh, I got to go lay down for like 6 hours.
It's concrete pizza.
It's like eating concrete.
It is really good, though.
Most popular toppings, pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, extra cheese, then onions.
What's really weird, I figured out about myself, is I don't like mushrooms on pizza, but if I am in the bag and I see mushrooms on a pizza, I don't know. I want to try it. I want to get with it. And I eat mushroom pizza, but only when I'm really drunk. Isn't that weird?
Are these Denny's mushrooms or are these regular?
Right.
These are regular mushrooms.
Because I know how y'all like to get down.
No. These are regular mushrooms. dog.
Homegrown.
Get out of here.
Most hated toppings, anchovies, eggplant, artichokes, broccoli, and then pineapple.
I mean, if you're putting artichoke on a pizza, what the hell, man?
I know, eggplant, anchovies.
I would eat all of that. I don't really like anchovies on pizza because it feels weird. It's fish. I'm like, what's going on? Fish pizza, what? But everything else you named, I would totally do.
Eggplant almost seems like it'd go better than artichoke.
Eggplant would be delicious. I mean, eggplant lasagna is fantastic.
You got to make the eggplant really, really thin, though. If not, it's too slimy. It kind of feels like a slug.
Some of the others that are on the least favorite list are some of my favorites. Olive, spinach, and mushrooms all made the list. Most hated toppings.
I love olive, spinach, and mushrooms.
I know, me too.
Olives looks like you got a bunch of buttons on it.
My favorite thing on a pizza is ricotta cheese. Oh, if they put little dollops of ricotta all over it. Oh,
Yeah.
love it. So good.
I know this is going to make me sound like a bad Italian again, but ricotta cheese, kind of a bully ingredient. Just saying.
Okay. All right. Well, the pizza god has spoken. And if you make moaning noises like Virginia does when you think about pizza, this is a song for you from the snack pack.
I know you're hungry, girl, and I got a pizza just for you. I was wondering, will you be my pizza lover? We can feed it to each other underneath the covers. Pizza ecstasy is what your body will discover. What will it take for you to be my pizza lover? If you love pizza, then I'm the man of your dreams. Are you hungry for pizza? Cause I got the vaccine.
He's gonna blow your mind. He's gonna rock your bod.
Tell me this, girl, you ever been seduced by a pizza god?
Because I'm gonna turn you on just like an oven. Got you all hot and bothered for some hot pizza loving.
So girl, let's get this poppin'. I got so many toppings. Once we start this pizza party, there won't be any stopping. I was wondering, will you be my pizza lover? We can feed it to each other underneath the covers. Pizza ecstasy is what your body will discover. What will it take for you to be my pizza lover? I'll be your pizza prince, you could be my Cinderella. But I won't give you a slipper, I'm gonna give you that mozzarella.
He's got pizza sauce spread all around his bedroom.
I've been eating pizza pie since I fell out my mama's womb.
My pizza is out of this world like a UFO.
I'll massage your body like it's pizza dough. Then I'm gonna lay you down just like a pizza and cover you in marinara. Then I'm gonna eat you. I was wondering, will you be my pizza lover? We can feed it to each other underneath the covers. Pizza ecstasy is what your body will discover. What will it take for you to be my pizza lover?
Oh, yeah.
You turned on, Virginia.
Wow, yeah. I'm just can't put words together.
You look flushed.
Well, you'd mentioned, pizza and connecting, and you couldn't even relate to somebody that just says, I just never eat pizza.
I don't trust him, Kev.
My question is, what instantly lets you know you won't get along with somebody? I could see that for Jaybird. Virginia, do you have something that you would say? What instantly lets you know you won't get along with somebody?
If they're mean to any kind of service person, like they're ordering and they're snippy, or if they're just rude to a waitress, I'm like, all right, me and you are not going to be friends.
Not going to do it, huh?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we all probably have that one thing, just saying, okay, if you're that way,
Sense of humor, I can tell if somebody is just not jiving with the sense of humor. We don't find the same things funny. That can be a kind of I'm like, I don't think we're going to probably get along that well.
Yeah, the thing for me that if I can tell, you ever get with somebody, they have a couple things. Either one, all they do is drop brand names or name drop. Those are two things when I meet somebody and all they're doing is humble bragging and it's nonstop, like conceited talk. And it's all about them. I can just say, like, okay, I can tolerate the conversation, but I'm just like, oh, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, someone that comes off negative with everything they say. Everything is, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This is the worst. Everything's bad.
Mm-hmm. What is the worst thing that you found in your food while eating in a restaurant? Mine was at an old bagel place. I was drinking my water, and there was a Lee press-on nail in it.
That's rough, man.
That was pretty gnarly.
A nail in water. Ugh.
That's gross.
Yeah. I think it was the old Randy's Bagel Land. That,
disgusting.
A Lee press-on nail. I have it in my brother. He found some big toenail or fingernail, and it's icy from the icy.
It's tough.
Oh, it's rough. It was
tough.
dirty looking.
That and a Band-Aid are both real gross.
It's tough, man.
It's both real gross. Do you have a top thing that you found in your food?
I got a top three. A button in my Caesar salad, which I think it just fell off the chef's coat. A mini dragonfly in a chicken, cheese, and bacon sandwich. I opened it up, and it was this small-looking little dragonfly in there. Oh. Pretty awful. And then a stamp and a bowl of spaghetti.
Okay.
I don't know how it got in there, but it was
a
stamp that was in there. And then my mom and Ann had baby roaches in the rice at a Chinese place. Then they blamed it on my mom and Ann. And then I
They took the baby roaches in with them.
They did. They thought they planted them in there to get a free meal. Oh, yeah. And then I always tell you about how I was eating that cheeseburger and someone put a big old scoop of ice cream in my burger to, I don't know, screw with me.
Yep.
Happy accident. It was awesome.
Dang.
Happy accident.
Yeah. I found a maggot one time in my food.
Is that the one you told about on the
Yeah.
air? I've never gone to that restaurant ever since that story.
I found a bug in my salad in that same restaurant.
I'll never go there.
Interesting.
Yep, same place where you found the maggot. I found a bug, and I haven't been back.
Same location?
Yeah, there's only one around here that I know of.
Oh my gosh. I'll never go to that place
Right.
again. Was that after his?
I think it was. I think it was like right after his.
You gave it a shot?
Well, there was a little run where we went there because he knew somebody there and they gave us like the private room and it was like, oh, okay, let's go there. So we were going there a little bit. And he found his thing, I found my thing, and I was like, that's enough for me.
That's it. Canceled. Which body part would you make detachable and why?
Jason's penis.
No, I like it where it's at. I like it being stationary.
Wouldn't it be fun though? It's like party trick. Look.
I think it'd be funnier to take off my foot and throw it at people. That's a fun party trick, and you can't
that
get
would
in
be
trouble
great.
for that. It's not perverted.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Just taking your foot off. But what if somebody takes it and takes off running? What are you going to hop after them?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's the only problem with that.
But,
Okay.
or you could do the nose, like the nose trick. Got your nose. Look, I got my nose.
I really do got your nose.
That's a fun trick.
It is a fun trick, yeah. And then again, it's just getting that body part back.
What about you?
I kind of like Virginia's suggestion. Your pants might fit better in some instances.
The peen?
Yeah.
But I'd rather lose my foot than my peen. What if someone takes
Well, you're still using yours.
Well, it's detachable. And not to mention, too, maybe you could get different accessories. You could do different things.
different?
You know,
Yeah.
if you're wearing tight pants, you can go with the smaller version because you don't need it. But hey, if it's bedroom time, you can.
You're right. Why do you need a larger if you're just by yourself?
Yeah, if I'm just by myself walking around in tight pants, I'm going to go with the smaller version. But
Maybe I should do nards instead.
think so?
Yeah.
Detachable nards. Why? Is there a day when you want bigger ones?
Smaller one. I want to take them off.
Okay.
He's already got really large ones.
Okay. All right. And if you were a pinata, what would you be filled with?
Ooh.
What would you be filled with if you were a pinata?
I think the best pinata I ever saw was at a party, and they had filled it with those little mini liquor bottles that you get on the airplane. The whole entire pinata was filled with those. I was like, this is awesome.
I want to make sure I understand the question because it's kind of a deep question.
Yeah.
Is this what you would want to come out of you, or is it what your lifestyle kind of says would come out of you?
It could do either. I mean, you could think of, for instance, what might be funny. If you were a pinata, and let's say, for instance, you're at a kid's birthday party, and I were filled with fart spray, when a kid cracks it open, it's going to just smell like a big gas bomb has gone off. That could be fun as you hear the kids go running and screaming.
Kids would love that, though.
But then you could also say, let's imagine that adults are busting you open, and what would you want to give everybody once you crack?
I mean,
Money and booze.
money, booze, joints.
Okay.
If you took that to a weed party, they would love that. You'd finally see stoners get up quickly.
Yeah. And what was the most trouble you ever got into at school? Most trouble you ever got into at school?
Mine was for gang activity, even though I was not in a gang. I told my art teacher that I had to go pee, but I had all of these signs called the KCP. We were the Killer Clown Posse, and I put them all around the hallway. And the dean caught me doing it. He's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "Well, I'm just putting this up." He goes, "KCP? I've heard of you guys. There's a real gang called the KCP." And he thought I was really in the gang, so I was under suspicion and suspension for 2 days.
Gang activity.
Yeah, and I kept on telling, no, it's Killer Clown Posse. That's what that means, or the Killer, whatever we decided to call it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, KCP. We've heard of you guys. You're not cracking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not in a gang.
Wow.
And I got in a lot of trouble for that.
Okay. Yeah. I did a lot of things that I got in trouble for. The most trouble I ever got was 3 days of in-school suspension, and I had a teacher that it was for, I think, geometry, 10th grade. She didn't like me, I didn't like her, and I had a question on a test, and I was kind of looking around the room for her, and I'm like, because I wanted to ask her something I had. She's like, I saw you cheating, grabs my paper, and she's like, go right to the principal. And I got 3 days in school suspension.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you weren't even doing it?
No, I was just looking around to try to ask her a question. She's like, I see you looking around trying to cheat.
Oh, I was looking for you.
Yeah, and I told her, I'm like, I was actually just looking around for you to ask you a question. She just was so angry. She was like, get out, get out.
That's
And I was like, okay.
Damn.
when a teacher doesn't have your back or doesn't believe you. I also got 5 days in-house suspension because I did morning announcements. I put together this expose of how the sophomores cheated in the pep rally.
Yeah.
And I got it pre-approved by my teacher who was running the media studies. She loved it.
Yeah.
It ran on the air, and then the sophomore president had a meltdown, complained, made this big deal about how I was, bashing the sophomores. It got to the principal. Then my teacher said, no, I never approved it. Nope. And they didn't believe me. They
that
believed
ain't
my
cool.
teacher. 5 days in-house suspension because I wouldn't give a proper apology.
Wow.
Good for you,
Yeah.
standing your ground.
I did. They go, you need to give
Journalistic integrity.
It was.
Yeah. Look at that.
I'm like, I'm not apologizing.
Yeah. Virginia, the most trouble you ever got into at school?
I never really got in trouble. I got away with a lot. I don't think I ever got busted. I should have gotten in trouble.
What's the worst thing you did that you should have gotten in trouble for?
Oh my. Probably skipping school a lot. I was the yearbook editor, and so whenever I was leaving, I would always say that I was doing like some yearbook thing. In my yearbook, you can go back and look. There are pictures of us at Mardi Gras parades drinking beer in my yearbook.
That's
We
crazy.
just got away with it. First of all, it was the 80s and the 90s.
Okay.
And I just think that, I don't know, I was kind of a boss back in high school.
When I was in the morning announcements, I'd do the same thing. I'd be going to Burger King. Where are you going, Jason? I go, I got to go film something for morning announcements. I'm in the Burger King parking lot, getting my Whopper on.
You can actually go see some of these movie mistakes. These are some of the highlights that I was looking at on this list. Like in the movie Braveheart in 1995. If you go watch, there's one scene where there's a car visible in the background of a battle scene. Now keep in mind, this is a movie that is a period piece. Goes back at the time, way before their automobiles.
Whoopsie.
Whoops. Also, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the movie that came out with Leo DiCaprio in 2019, there's a character who takes a ride on a 747, but the movie is set in 1969, which was a year before those planes even went into service. Somebody didn't do their research on that. In Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl from 2003, a crew member in a cowboy hat can be seen behind Johnny Depp on the ship. It's kind of fun little things like that happen in a lot of movies.
There's a really bad one in Braveheart. They must have shot this one scene over the course of 3 days. It shows Mel Gibson running. He's got a sword in his hand. It cuts back to the people trying to fight him. Cuts back to him. Now he's got an axe. Then it cuts back. Then there's no weapon.
He's holding a salami.
Yeah, he's got all these different weapons and outfits on. It's the same scene.
Clearly, Braveheart did not have it together.
No.
They got a lot of mistakes. Yeah, they have somebody called a continuity director, and that's their whole job, is to make sure, because they'll say cut, they'll run around, they'll do things, maybe there'll be an argument, somebody will have an explosion, it could be a week later before they finally get back to shooting that scene, so they got to make sure that everything is exactly where it's supposed to be in the scene. And there are a lot of problems with movies where things have not been done right. They say that in like The Fast and the Furious back in 2001, there was a scene where Jesse and Tran, they race, and Tran's wearing a shirt with sleeves at first, and then it magically transforms into a tank top. I mean, how did that happen? And your favorite, Pulp Fiction. If you look at this one scene, Virginia, it's got John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. They get into a shootout with some kids in an apartment. And before there's even the first shot fired, they show the bullet holes. They already had them in the wall ready to go for what it was supposed to look like afterwards. And so they did it out of sync. And they forgot to cover up the holes before they did it. So, and there was another one. If you look at Titanic, During the nude painting scene, Leo DiCaprio tells Kate Winslet to go over to the bed. Then he says he meant the couch. And apparently that was actually a real flub by Leo DiCaprio, but the director liked it, thought it was funny, and left it in the movie.
Huh.
Speaking of Titanic, I am still getting hate email about my commentary on Rose.
Well, you came hard for Rose.
Yeah, you did.
Someone sent me, I'm not kidding you, a manifesto. It had like 9 paragraphs.
Oh, yeah.
How much time did they have on their hands?
I don't know, but it was a long email defending Rose, how terrible I am.
Second most controversial topic ever on the KVJ show, between that and a hot dog as a sandwich.
You're totally right.
Yeah. We delve into the big stuff here. Okay. Got some celebrity birthdays here today. Let you know about big old happy birthday to Michael B. Jordan. One of the hottest actors on the planet. He's turning 34 years old today. He was in Black Panther, played the villain in there, Friday Night Lights for a couple seasons. Also, Tom Hiddleston. He played Loki in Thor and the Avengers. Actually had gone out for the role of Thor, we found out. Didn't get it. He's 40. Wasn't he dating T Swift for a while, too? He and Taylor Swift had a little thing going on?
It appeared they did.
Yeah, okay. And then Joe Pesci turned 78.
That's it?
Yeah. 78, that's it. I know. What was it like? Was it about 10 years ago he clocked that dude, the Jamba Juice in Boca?
That really did happen, right?
Yeah, I think so. In the parking lot. Yeah. Feisty guy.
The guy
I love it.
The guy owe him money?
Yeah.
Probably said the wrong thing and disrespected him.
Yeah. Also got to say happy birthday to our own Thumbelina. Thumbelina, her birthday. Yeah, her family sent that in. Her husband Josh.
Happy
kids and
birthday!
everybody. Yeah, she just had her work anniversary too.
Very cool.
KVJ show.
She,
a lot of things celebrate.
Her hair looks cool. I don't know when she did it, but it looks like sky blue.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a lot of interesting things there. So, would you turn down a free trip to Disney? Don't know many people that would, but got this email here to mail at kvjshow.com. It says, my job requires me to do it in person. Let me just tell you that my coworkers are not too happy about our boss making us be here live. In their personal lives, they are still in full-on hunker-down mode about the coronavirus and are quick to blast anybody they see going out for almost any reason that isn't 100% necessary. Well, a friend of mine just offered me a free trip to Disney World. He's a Disney Club member and doesn't want his points to go to waste, and so he's offering them to me. I've got a young daughter that has never been to Disney and would love it. I have family that would love for me to go and to see the photos post on my Facebook page as well. But I am also Facebook friends with my coworkers. Plus, I'd also have to take a day off or so to go, and they would definitely want to know why I wasn't in, suspecting maybe COVID tests or did you have COVID? Why weren't you here? Any thoughts on how to handle this? So, free trip to Disney, but he's got really highly wired friends and family at work.
I mean, a free trip to Disney doesn't fall in your lap very often. If you're not afraid of, going and catching the COVID up in Orlando, I think you should try to make it happen. Don't post about it. Don't tell them what you're up to. And when they ask why you're taking a day off, just say you want a personal day and leave it at that. You don't have to explain anything. You just say it's a personal day. I got to take care of some stuff.
Yeah, this is the only job where you have to explain your personal day. Because if I come in here and I take off a Tuesday, where were you yesterday? Personal day. Yeah, Inspector Gadget over here is going to want to know what the heck happened.
They ain't going to fly.
What does this guy do if he works with a Virginia then?
Exactly. It's rough, man.
Well, usually you can't be a Virginia. It's not your business. It's actually breaking HR code for other employees to give you the whatever, riot act because you took a personal day. They're supposed to give you a personal day.
I just always thought personal days were weird and sound shady. If you have people that you're boys or girls with, you're friends with, and you come into work and they go, where were you yesterday? A personal day. And that's all you say, you seem suspect.
You are building a mystery.
You are. It's not
and they
good.
are going to try to investigate.
Yeah, if you're your friends, that's not gonna fly.
But again, I mean, free trips to Disney, that's probably thousands of dollars worth if they're giving you a hotel and tickets. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could really turn that down.
Plus, the Gronk was there yesterday, so if it's good enough for the Gronk, it's got to be good enough for me, right?
I thought they were doing the Super Bowl after party thing.
The what?
They said they weren't going to be doing the I'm going to Disney World.
I don't know. They had a big to-do about Rob Gronkowski from the Buccaneers being there. Now, keep in mind, Tampa's not too far from Orlando, but I think I would be curious what that deal is, but I think they still do it. It started way back in the 80s with Phil Simms, the Giants, where as soon as they win the Super Bowl, what are you going to do now? I'm going to go to Disney
World.
Yeah, and they must have a deal with players on either team that if you win, that the very next day, because they get them right there, and then they make a big PR move out of it, and they had Gronk riding the rides and all that kind of stuff, and he was that dude.
You can't stop the Gronk. You can't stop the Gronk either, but you can't definitely not stop the Gronk. He's going to do what he's got to do.
Yeah.
The Gronk is not scared of COVID.
No, the COVID's scared of the Gronk.
You're right.
It's the other way around.
Yes.
COVID's like, nuh-uh, I can't mess with that man.
I agree with the witch. I'd end up going to Disney World. Just don't post about it. Be safe. Don't be dumb about it, and have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your daughter's never been. I mean, this could be a beautiful thing for the two of you to do together for free.
Yeah.
That does not happen very often in life.
True. Yeah. I think you're going to be silly to pass up a free trip to Disney.
Just don't post anything. You can't post a single thing about it. And if your family and friends want to see the pictures, then you can print them out and show them to them.
Yeah, if they're important enough family members, just send it to them.
Right.
Email it to them, text it to them.
You can still send pictures in the mail. I do it to my grandmother all the time.
But old people love getting pictures in the mail.
do.
That's a fun thing
They
for them.
love it.
Saw this good news, positive K over here. The U.S. reported a 25% drop in new cases of COVID, which is the biggest fall since the pandemic started.
Okay.
I see you working positive, Ken.
That's some good news. They say that new cases of the COVID-19 have now fallen for 4 weeks in a row to the lowest level since early November. So that is a good little trend to see. I don't know if it's doing that so much yet in Florida. We had a low day yesterday, but Monday typically is because the weekends, not a lot of people testing. But it's gone down a little bit. I think we've got a 5-day lowering of cases here. So maybe something's working. I don't know. I don't know what it could be.
Yeah, whatever it is, if it's lower numbers, we'll take it.
Yeah. Hospitalizations looking good and everything else that I saw, so we'll see. The thing that I don't get, though, is, I check the Sun Sentinel page every single day. They have that on there, and I think they get theirs from the Florida Department of Health. And the thing that I'm curious about, because every day I check, is the one number that I'm really starting to look for now is, okay, how many people are vaccinated? Is that going to make a difference? What's going on? Every day that I check, the number for how many people have been vaccinated is going down. How is that possible?
Wait, what?
Right, exactly. For 3 days in a row, I've checked the number. I'm like, why is that number lower today than it was yesterday? Because I copy the number over every single day, so I definitely notice when the number is lower. I'm like, why is it that it is 3 days in a row lower? People can't get unvaccinated.
Do you
That's
think
bizarre.
is it maybe does National Pizza Day have anything to do with it? Maybe
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Because it happened yesterday too.
Okay.
It was a National Pizza Day.
Super Bowl.
I just, again, the question I have is, how do people become unvaccinated?
I don't know that you can.
Right.
Oh, man. I mean, the numbers have been wonky since the beginning
Terrible.
of this. Are we surprised they're messing up these numbers, too?
I don't know what it is. I don't, want to point a finger at Florida Department of Health or
we
Sun
don't know who to
Sentinel
point the
or-
finger at. You wouldn't even know who's doing it.
I just thought that was very bizarre because every day that I check, I'm excited to say, okay, let's see how that number grows. I'm like, why is the number going down? How's this even possible? This doesn't make sense.
It does not make any sense.
No, not to me. So, all right, well, another mystery.
Welcome to Florida.
Another COVID mystery. People trying to help me figure out this mystery of the numbers that I've seen. I try to stay up on them. I watch them. I'm probably like about everybody else when it comes to a lot of the COVID numbers. I'm not sure how much I invest in them, but to me, I like that optimism of looking and seeing that vaccination number going up so that I'm like, okay, we're getting there day by day. We're getting there. Life's going to return back to normal, right? And the thing that's confusing me is I'm going to the Sun Sentinel site to check the vaccination numbers that they have. And the last couple of days, the thing that's confusing me is when I go and look, that number is actually going down. I'm like, I don't know how that's possible.
It doesn't seem like they're doing it right if the number's going down.
Well, people were saying, okay, well, maybe it's just, a one day. Are you sure it's cumulative? And I think so, because yesterday, for instance, it said 1,364,494 people had received the first dose of the vaccine. That's 6.35% of the population. Today, when I checked, that was 1,322,426, or 6.16% of the population. So yesterday, we had 6.35% of our population in Florida vaccinated. Today, we only have 6.16%. How does that change like that from day to day?
Kevin, I do not know.
So
it sounds fishy.
Does that mean people are moving in, out? Is the population migrating and changing that much? Are people becoming unvaccinated?
Are they getting the vaccine and then immediately leaving and not being counted as residents anymore?
I don't know what's going on.
What the hell?
Yeah, it just goes to show you really can't look at the numbers, I guess. So
I guess you can't.
They don't mean anything. I don't know. And I'm not good at numbers to begin with.
Right.
So,
we're struggling as it is. So
Yeah.
can y'all please get this right?
So most of the time when I look at numbers and they look wonky, I'm like, it's got to just be me.
No, that definitely doesn't feel like you.
Doesn't feel like me. Yeah.
And they printed that in a paper?
It's on the website. Yeah, if you go check out Sun Sentinel, every day they do an update with the numbers. And
how do they not catch that and go, wait a minute, this is wonky?
Oh, I was waiting for them to even notice it, because whoever's even changing their numbers has to be like, okay, so the vaccination numbers are going down. But how is that possible?
What's the story behind the vaccination numbers going down? Somebody please tell us.
Is somebody entering the numbers incorrectly each day and they're correcting themselves? That's the only thing I can figure.
Can we please have attention to detail on this?
I know. I mean, my goodness. We've had all kinds of drama on everything. Didn't we have drama with a data analyst, somebody that was entering the numbers?
Yeah. They arrested her.
Yeah.
And you'll never know. That's the thing. Like, you won't be able to figure out what went wrong, but you just know that it's wrong.
I just know it seems weird. Yeah. All right, we're going to do a round of Denny's or animal coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Do we have any animal enthusiasts? Somebody that thinks that they can tell the difference between Denny's making an animal noise and the real animal itself. If this is you, dial us up, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. We will play next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Okay, if you love your animals, this is the game for you, Denny's or animal. And Sophia is on here from Fort Pierce to play along. Hello, Sophia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm fangirling so hard right now. I've been listening to you guys since, you were on 95.5.
Wow. I know. It's a long time ago now. But here we are, still in the area. Well, it's so good to have you on, Sophia.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us.
Thank you. I've been listening to you since I was, a little girl in elementary school.
We love you.
Well, the clips that we have here, some of them are real animals. Some of them are producer Denny's making the animal noises. You've got to tell us which is which here in Denny's or animal. Now, Denny's always loves to be topical, and I don't know if you heard the sad story, but Prince, the musical artist who is no longer with us, he actually had a bunch of pet doves. I don't know if you knew that, and one of his doves died this last week.
Died.
Yes, yeah, the song. Yeah, it was a 28-year-old dove named Divinity. Now, there's no word if the other one cried or what it sounded like, but Dennys has put this little clip here together of one of Prince's doves. Maybe we can find out what it sounded like when doves cried.
It's the dove listening to Prince music.
Yes, that is a dove crying.
He is.
And now you know what it sounds like when doves cry.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Okay, Divinity, what do you think? Is that really a sound of a dove crying there, or is that our producer Denny's? What do you think?
I think that was Denny.
You're going to say that was Denny's? You don't think Doves listen to Prince's? I mean, the Doves got a lot of things to be sad
It
about.
sounded like Divinity.
Prince is gone and Divinity's now gone. So, but you got it correct. Very nice. That was actually Denny's.
Very tricky, though.
But yeah, it is very tricky. I mean, I'm like, I don't know. That's a sad dove. That is a real sad dove. A lot of sadness out there. Okay, how about this clip? We've got the sound of lions fighting here, Sophia. Is this Denny's or Animal? Oh, my goodness. Sounds like are they bowling, too?
Are they bowling in the 1950s?
Wow. Okay, there's
intense.
That is very intense. What do you think about that, Sophia?
I'd be very surprised if that was Denny.
You'd be very surprised if that was Denny's, and you would be correct.
Yay!
Nice. I just can't believe that they maintained that intensity that long. A lot of noise there. All right, and one more clip here for you. Denny's or Animal, Sophia? This is for a perfect score. This is a bear getting caught in a bear trap.
Ooh.
Oh, good Lord. This could be horrific. A little bit of a warning out there. Denny's or Animal? What do you think? Oh, my gosh.
I gotta tell you that bear's pretty low key.
Well,
for getting his foot
well, they're
caught.
tough. Yeah, I would think I would.
Listen how low key that bear is.
I would react a lot more. If, he's not happy. Very angry.
Oh, that bear's on something.
Very angry. He just tripped right into that bear trap. What do you think, Sophia? Is that Denny's or Animal?
I'm going to go with Denny.
Gonna go with Denny's on that? That is a perfect score. Look at that. How great is Sophia? That's fantastic.
Good job.
Sophia, thank you for being a longtime listener, and thank you for being so great at Denny's or Animal today.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Okay.
You're so polite.
Yeah. Just a sadness in that dove. That's tough. The pandemic has given us a whole new list of vocabulary words. Things that people are now starting to use that we never had a year ago because life is just different. Life may be staying different too. Who knows if this thing's ever going away or what's going to be happening, so get used to it. So here are some new terms that are out there. One of them, zumping.
I figured it out.
What is it?
It's when you get dumped on a Zoom call.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
That's I mean, but what else do you do? Would that be considered tacky? Because I know, we've pretty much established that if you dump somebody via text, that's kind of tacky, right?
It's very tacky.
Okay. So what about dumping somebody via a Zoom call? I mean, sometimes you just really don't have a choice now, right? I mean, it's still kind of a face-to-face.
I know everyone always says you got to break up with somebody in person. I have just seen it go so wrong in person. Sometimes you know the situation better than people on the outside.
Zumping seems like a great idea because if things really start turning south or somebody starts crying or whatever, you can just disconnect.
Oh my gosh, is there some kind of problem?
Right.
The internet.
Zumping seems awesome to me.
I don't hate zumping.
It's a way to do it.
If you're the zumper, yeah, but if you're the zumpy, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's all about which side of the coin you're on.
I don't know. I think I would rather be zumped than to do the zumping. Doing the zumping's awful. Getting zumped, it sucks.
It's always better to do the zumping.
I don't know, dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting dumped sucks.
Every situation's different.
Okay. They say that some people today are suffering from FODA. F-O-D-A. F-O-D-A, FODA, which they say is a fear of dating again. And it happens to people who haven't really been dating since the pandemic began. And it's probably what a lot of people who are divorced, newly divorced, are going through, where they're like, oh my goodness, I haven't dated in 10 years.
This is terrible.
What is it like?
People are crazy and liars.
I've got anxiety about going back out there again. And now some people have taken the whole last year off of dating and they've got FODA, fear of dating again.
It's a jungle out there. I think your boy's got FODA.
Yeah. They say some people have been corona zoned. That's when a physical relationship is delayed because of COVID fears. So you keep things virtual for longer than you would have liked to in normal times. And maybe somebody has corona zoned you where they keep using corona excuses to not have to see you physically, and you are wondering, wait, have I been corona zoned?
Meanwhile, they're out painting the town red, drinking, going out and having fun.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that could happen. Another term that the pandemic has given us is pangry. That's the anger you feel when somebody is not taking the pandemic as seriously as you are. You become pangry.
I thought pangry would be when you were ordering delivery because of the pandemic and they get your order wrong.
That could make you pangry as well.
It makes me very pangry.
I think it's just any kind of pandemic-related anger.
Okay.
Something that has happened that is related to what we have to deal with today in the pandemic that makes you pissed.
I was pangry the other day. I ordered $12 worth of sauce and they forgot all of it. Pangry.
What?
Pangry.
How do they forget all $12 worth of sauce?
It happens all the time, Virginia. People do not respect sauce.
Damn.
There's no sauce respect out there.
There's just none, huh? And also, there are vaccine chasers. Those are people who have been going to vaccination sites near closing time, hoping they can get a leftover dose, even though they're not eligible for the vaccine yet.
I've heard this happen. I know somebody who this happened to, and there was doses that had to be administered or they would have gone bad. And my friend was like, oh my gosh, I want it so bad. And he put it out there in the universe, and he was at the pharmacy at the right time.
And then he gets his second dose in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, they have to give you the second dose on the regular schedule once you get the first. They
Yeah.
actually make your appointment. When they give you that first
Right
dose,
away.
they're like, we'll see you in 28 days.
Wow.
Here's your appointment.
But then you just don't go humble bragging around anybody who might be over the age of 65.
I would not tell the elderly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, look, you were in the right place at the right time. That was just God's good graces smiling on you.
You
And
got it, you got it.
I'm happy for anybody who got that lucky.
Okay. Got an email from somebody here that I guess has been corona zoned. They said, I started dating a guy at the beginning of the pandemic, but I haven't seen him in 2 months. He's been distant because his dad is sick and he's feeling down. I understand his struggles, but I don't understand why he hasn't reached out to me. I feel like my patience is being taken for granted. Now I'm trying to understand, but it's not like we're even in a relationship at the moment. How long would you wait, or would you walk away now?
It all depends on what you want. If he's in a weird place because of something with his dad,
Yeah.
I understand that kind of stuff. And honestly, sometimes that doesn't make you're not really in the dating mood during that kind, because you know personally you can't give everything you can give to someone that you're dating.
You don't need to make some declaration that you're breaking up with this guy. If he's not calling you anyway, just live your life, do whatever you're going to do, and give him his space to figure out his ailing father.
Are you lame if you move on and you seek another relationship out and this guy's like, I just need time?
No, I think you just got to communicate and tell someone what's on your mind and go, I'm so sorry that this is going on for you. I just, people need different things. And if you're not jiving, it's really nothing personal when you really break it all down on something like that.
So are you saying that she should zump him?
She should zump him.
Okay.
But what if he's sad and just pushes him over the edge?
Well, that's why you got to talk to him and communicate and let him know, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I need in a relationship. I understand your father. Do you see a future with us? And if he says yes, then you know that there's, a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
If he's all confused and doesn't know, move on.
I imagine there are a lot of relationships that have ended during the pandemic because both people were not set at the same speed as far as how they were handling it, how much they wanted to go out. And there's probably one person who's like, look, I want to kind of get back to life. And the other person's like, we are not getting back to life. And
it's true.
You might just not line up with each other.
You do got to line up. Got another email. It's a makeup or breakup here. It says, I'm getting married to a guy that I've been with for 3 years. We hit it off right away, went through some rough times, and then he broke up with me. Later, he came back and told me that he was really in love with me and I'm the one. All's been great since, and we're closer than ever until recently. We were at dinner with some friends and started talking about how we first met, and he said, yeah, we started going out because I lost a bet. I didn't think much about it, but then later it started bugging me. So I brought it up as a joke, and he looked at me funny and said, yeah, I thought you knew. He and 3 college buddies had a bet about something stupid. The loser had to try and seduce me, and he lost. And I was the joke of their little bet. He says it's not a big deal because it was how he found me and discovered that he loved me. Now, I already don't have that great of self-esteem, and now it's even worse. What do I do? Do I stay with this guy, or do I dump him for how we met?
I liked this better when it was called 10 Things I Hate About You. It's almost like the same kind of a
Really?
thing.
It
Well,
was a
yeah,
bet?
there's a bet. You're trying to seduce. Sounds
That's
like a
messed
movie.
up. I mean, that would really make me sad to find out that's the only reason he asked me out.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a little tough to get over. I think you should try to get over it, because if he's telling you now that he really does love you, I guess he's worked through it, but that hurts.
Yeah, it does. I mean, if you got a good relationship now and, you're getting married, you've been together for 3 years, yeah, it does suck, but I think you put that pain behind you and try to move on, right?
No, not at all. Walls Pennington's heard enough.
He's
I'm
out.
The wedding's off.
Well, the wedding is off.
The wedding is off.
Can we just do the reception, not the wedding?
He wants an open bar and no wife. Can we do that?
Okay. All right. Any thoughts on either makeup or breakup, you can let us know here at the KVJ Show, 877-979-WRMF. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, I saw some pretty good things that people put down for how they get subtle revenge on a jerky customer, which if you work in a restaurant or you do retail or something along those lines, you always got some kind of jerk that's coming in and doing something. I guess there's a lot of passive-aggressive ways that you can make yourself feel a little bit better about handling somebody that may not be awesomely nice. So if you're somebody that works retail and you have a little system that you do, if somebody comes in, they're rude, they're mean, they yell at people, what is the little thing that you kind of do special for that awful person? You can let us know, 877-979-WRMF.
From the WRMF Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Traffic Center. If you've been in an accident, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This traffic report is brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Shop more than 4,000 of the nicest 2017 through 2020 vehicles, all priced thousands below retail now at offleaseonly.com. Call 561-222-CARS. That's 561-222-CARS. Offleaseonly.com. We have a crash just moved off to the shoulder on the Turnpike northbound between the exits for Okeechobee Boulevard and Beeline Highway. You can expect to see some slowdowns on the approach to that area. Plus, an earlier vehicle fire on 95 southbound at Congress Avenue causing very heavy delays throughout Boca Raton. Look for those backups extending to Atlantic Avenue. This report brought to you by Massage Envy. I'm Suits 379 WRMF.
Join Massage Envy today and receive a free 60-minute massage, facial, or stretch session. A better you starts today at Massage Envy.
Finding the perfect romantic gift she'll love is easy at Diamonds Direct this Valentine's with an expanded selection of designer jewelry and our best offer ever, 5 years, 0 interest financing. Your love is always our passion at Diamonds Direct, but especially on Valentine's Day, so we're holding nothing back. Pick any item, get our best value price, and spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest financing. Diamond stud earrings, diamond eternity bands, layered necklaces, pendants, bangles, colored gemstones, and of course the largest selection of diamonds and engagement rings in America. As part of the big Valentine's celebration, this entire weekend, Diamonds Direct is featuring world-renowned designer Simon G. See an expanded selection of Simon G creations, including some new items never seen before. Perfect for Valentine's. Our showcases are packed, and with 5 years, 0 interest financing, everything's affordable. Shop in-store or online at diamondsdirect.com. Open Sunday noon to 5. Happy Valentine's Day from Diamonds Direct in Boca Raton behind Town Center Mall.
Don't miss an action-packed President's Weekend at PBKC. Gigantic high hands in the poker room with $500 up for grabs every 20 minutes and $1,000 every 2 hours. On Saturday, bring the whole family to cheer on pet dogs of all sizes at the Mud Derby. Enjoy family fun activities, live entertainment, and trackside barbecue. Celebrate PBKC and the poker room's birthday with free cupcakes and giveaways. It's an action-packed weekend only at PBKC. Visit pbkennelclub.com for details.
Hey, it's Jay Bird. I know you're hungry, so just go ahead, pull right into Dunkin' and get one of their Dunkin' Go-Tos. And it's a lot of food for not much money. Grab 2 egg and cheese wake-up wrap sandwiches, $2. Get 2 sausage, egg, and cheese wake-up wrap sandwiches for $3. The deal I love, the 2 bacon, egg, and cheese croissants for $6. And they are big sandwiches, and they're delicious. Try their hash browns. I love them. This is Bird, and I run on Dunkin'.
Aware Recovery Care of Florida provides hope for those addicted to drugs and/or alcohol. Covered by Florida Blue and developed in conjunction with specialists at Yale, Aware provides each client with specially trained addiction professionals delivering full rehab support in your home, in your comfort zone, and on your schedule. Recipient of the Joint Commission's Gold Seal of Approval, Aware's program is designed to achieve a full year of recovery, improving chances for lasting health and wellness by 80%. Learn more at awarerecoverycare.com.
You can do this. You can set a course for that light at the end of the tunnel. And you can keep your foot on the gas, because that light is green. And Direct Auto has you covered. With a down payment as low as $35 to get you started, and flexible payments to help pave the way. You can do this. Get a quote today at directauto.com and keep driving. Rates, pay plans, and availability vary. Lower down payment is not savings. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston, North Carolina.
To travel beyond our living rooms, to hug our parents and grandparents, to get back to normal, we just need to hold on a little bit longer. At Publix, our pharmacies are quickly administering all allocated vaccine. So please stay patient. More vaccine is on the way. We're in this together. Eligibility rules apply. See publix.com/COVID vaccine for details.
Unsure how much you need to save for college? Get with the plan that gives you certainty. With a Florida 529 prepaid plan, you know that your child will have what they need to pay for college, whatever that may cost in the future. That's because you're locking in the future price of college today, so even if the cost of college goes up, your plan price never will. Plus, your money is guaranteed by the state, so you can never lose your investment. It's the risk-free, worry-free way to save for college. Open enrollment is now. Enroll for free at myfloridaprepaid.com through February 28th.
At Off Lease Only, they have the nicest selection of 2017 to 2020 vehicles, super low mileage vehicles, cars in every price range. And at Off Lease Only, they were just named Dealer Rater's 2021 Used Car Dealer of the Year again. That's for the entire United States. They don't just hand that out. They make sure that the dealership that got it earned it. And Off Lease Only did again. They are amazing. So this is where you're going to buy your next car and have it be the best experience ever. No negotiating, no hidden fees, upfront pricing, financing available for good and bad credit. Go online today and do it the right way. offleaseonly.com.
Is finding the clothes that you love in just the right fit and size an overwhelming task? Experience a new way to shop with Stitch Fix. Our experts hand-select pieces so you can get the ease of personal styling from the convenience of home. Every piece is curated just for you, for staying home or on the go in your unique style. With Stitch Fix, there's never any subscription required, and it's delivered right to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
Entertainment Insider, presented by Progressive Insurance. Actor Stanley Tucci, who is Italian-American, decided early in his career that he was not interested in being typecast as a mobster.
There are brilliant movies made about the mafia, but how often do they come along? Most of them are just sort of cheap rip-offs of the brilliant movies.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com.
When's the last time you looked at your bathroom? Second thought, you might not want to make eye contact with that old faucet. It's time to head to Lowe's for some home improvement. Choose from stylish brands like American Standard, Delta, and Style Selections, and transform your before bathroom into an amazing after bathroom. Woohoo! You can't see her, but she's high-fiving herself. Don't just do it yourself. Do it for yourself. Stop by Lowe's or visit lowes.com/DIFY for vanities starting at $99. Valid through 3/31 U.S. only.
Hey, I'm Brandon. The disease I got from smoking led to me having both of my legs amputated. It's called Berger's disease. It can destroy your skin tissue and lead to infection, gangrene, or worse. So I have a tip in case that happens to you. Take showers instead of baths, and use a shower chair. You'll find bathtubs are a lot harder to get in and out of when you don't have legs.
Smoking causes immediate damage to your body.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to quit your way. Developed by CDC.
Do you need legal help? Call Anna Jar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Shop more than 4,000 of the nicest 2017 to 2020 vehicles, all priced thousands below retail. Right now at offleaseonly.com. Call 561-222-CARS. This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, did you see who is going to be on American Idol? Kellyanne Conway's daughter. And why it's so fascinating to me, if you watch them on TikTok, they are always fighting, and the daughter is always posting these videos of her mom like yelling at her. I think the daughter and the mom have a highly tumultuous relationship, and like
it's pretty toxic.
The mom was like a big Trump supporter, and the dad joined this group that was like anti-Trump, and then the daughter has like tons of Black Lives Matter posters in her room, and it just seems like a fire cooker of a household. I think the dad moved out, and then they were selling all of his stuff on eBay. It was crazy. So
it doesn't sound good.
She's going to be on American Idol this Sunday at 8 o'clock. It's the 19th season of American Idol returning. So I think they're just trying to add layers of drama. But is this too much?
That's why I don't like those singing and talent shows, because it's all about the story and not about anything with the music. They always want to find the most depressing or salacious story, and that's how you get to the front of the line.
There's definitely some deep family issues here, so let's exploit it for ratings for sure.
You notice those shows, though? All of those talent shows, someone comes on stage, they tell the most heart-wrenching, depressing 7-minute story, and then they juggle for 30 seconds.
You're right. It must be a formula that works. I don't know. They keep doing it. In other news, Dave Grohl is talking about the 3 must-listen-to rock albums, I guess, whenever he's telling kids that want to do music.
Okay.
These are the 3 that he says you must listen to.
Nirvana, Nevermind, Foo Fighters. No.
You're going to want to get the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's.
It was 20 years ago today. Sgt. Pepper taught the band to play.
One reason is because that album still connects the way it did the day it came out. Now, if you want to be a drummer, you're going to want to get the AC/DC album Back in Black. That is rock and roll drumming 101. A third album, I do like to dance. Let's just go with Saturday Night Fever. Like, look, if you put Saturday Night Fever on, it's going to feel like Saturday night. It could be a Monday morning. So I would have to go with those 3 albums.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
And if you, like me, are all invested in the new season of The Bachelor this year, they think they have picked the next Bachelorette. Now, this must mean that she doesn't get the final rose from Matt, because they are saying that Katie, the girl that came in with the adult toy, is one of the fan favorites and the casting favorites to be the next Bachelorette. Oh, we like Katie. She's very fun. She's adorable. She seems like one of the few that does it right. You know, some of these girls got real catty, and Katie set them straight.
Oh, she did.
She did. I
well,
like
you
Katie.
go, Katie.
I'm a fan. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Well, we asked the question here, how do you get subtle revenge on a jerky customer? I think if you work in customer service, retail, those kind of things, you got to have a go-to.
If you're in a restaurant, I think you are delving deep in the pHs.
Pubic hairs?
Yeah, I've heard that trick too.
Oh, okay. All right.
You put them on the food.
You sprinkle that under the cheese. I've heard this.
You're an animal.
You're an animal. It's not right. But
Remember
I've
the
heard...
movie Road Trip?
Yeah, exactly.
Sends back the French toast.
If you think that's only happened in a movie, you are living a lie.
Guy licks it, puts it down his pants.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So how do you get subtle revenge on a jerky customer? Some of the responses we got, somebody said, I used to build houses. Some homes have way fewer nails in them than they should.
Oh, boy.
What? Wait a minute. That ain't cool.
Wow.
Okay. Somebody said that I would ring them up for a bag of ice while they're not looking. We haven't sold bags of ice in years, but the code still works.
Well, that's funny.
So I'd throw a couple extra bucks on their tab there if they were jerky to me or anybody I worked with. Somebody said I worked at Target and a customer didn't believe me when I said we didn't have an item. So I said, yeah, let me go check in the back one more time, even after I've already been there twice. I just clocked out and went home.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on, I'll be right back. Just wait right here. Somebody said when I worked at a pizza place, Pizza Hut, somebody was being a jerk. I would put a jalapeno slice under each slice of pepperoni. If it was a stuffed crust, I'd also line the crust with jalapenos as well.
That would kick me right in the butt. That'd be rough. I
Send a message.
Yeah.
Send a message. Somebody said I used to work at a movie theater and I would double salt their popcorn.
Oh.
I love it.
You do?
I love a lot of salt.
Not that much.
I like a lot of salt.
They already put a lot of salt. Double a lot?
You're talking to a guy who put extra mayo on mayo tuna. Yeah, I like extra salt. Don't tell me I live my life.
You're a man of excess.
They said I also would put the ice all the way to the brim of the cup so they had very little soda.
That's not cool.
A couple sips in a scale. You ever had that where you're like 2 sips and your
Wait a
soda's going?
minute.
What happened?
It's a dirty trick.
It is a dirty trick. Somebody said when I used to wait tables, I had a table that was rude and didn't tip hardly anything, but made their total bill to an even number. For instance, the bill was $46.58, and I rounded it up to $50. This leave me with a crappy tip, so I'd enter the final amount on the computer as $49.99. Couldn't get in trouble because I didn't take anything from them. I actually gave them back a penny. Haha. Okay. Somebody said I work in construction. I deal with a lot of jerks, and when somebody is rude to me on the phone, I kill them with kindness, and then when I get off the phone, I put them at the bottom of the list to be scheduled for service.
Nice.
So that stuff does happen.
Yeah, don't be a jerk.
Yeah. Somebody said my coworker at a restaurant, when a customer was rude, they would give them a drink garnish and then they would stir their drink with their fingers.
I'm telling you, there are some people who go full gorilla with revenge in the restaurant business.
You never know if somebody's having a bad day and you just say something rude to somebody and they just full on pee in your drink.
I mean, I've even told you about grocery stores, people in the back working with soda cans and stuff. They would pee on the soda cans and then it would dry on the can.
That's
always wipe off your cans, guys.
Yeah, that's way out of line. Well, do you have anything that you need to confess here today? You can do so anonymously if need be. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. A lot of people still confessing some of the things that they would do to jerky and rude customers. Apparently some of the people that worked at coffee shops like a Starbucks, they said if we got a jerky customer, we would give them decaf and not tell them.
Oh.
You know, we always talk about how if we could have these stats at the end of our life, even though there's no way to get them. In your opinion, how many times do you think somebody's spit in your drink? Do you think it's a low percentage kind of a thing? In the history of you going out and buying something to drink, how many times has somebody spit in your drink?
I hope it's low.
I hope it's low.
I hope it's zero.
I hope it's zero too, but...
But is it?
Let's talk about that for a second, because even if you've always been kind and nice, sometimes haters gonna hate.
People just are crazy.
Yeah.
That's why you have serial killers. They kill nice people. They don't care if you're nice.
Yeah. They just want to see the world burn.
Damn, he's right. They kill nice people all the time. I think nice people are easier to kill.
That's why I wonder, what's the percentage? Oh, you especially, Virginia. Like, oh, there's Virginia. You know what she said on the radio about men?
They probably got every man in the back to spit on my sandwich.
I would definitely want to know the who and why. Who did it and why? Was there a reason? Was it just random, or was there something they saw me and they're like, ugh?
It's almost better if it's just random.
It's almost better if you don't know.
It is better.
Right now, I don't know.
I don't know.
The number to me is zero.
Look how happy you are. You have a possibility of zero.
I'm doing great. Yeah. Some of the other confessions that we have rolling in here. Somebody said, my mom has dementia and lives with me, and I got to confess, I have to learn to be more careful about what I leave out, as I caught her brushing her teeth yesterday with my lube.
Her lube?
Yeah. So you gotta watch that.
KY, Astroglide. I
Yeah.
know you know it.
My
over
teeth
there.
are so slippery.
Oh my gosh. That can't be good for you.
I think it is edible, though, because they say it's
Is
on.
it? Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about if you're.
Mom's fine. She just might have a cavity.
Somebody knows a lot about Astroglide over here.
Right, huh?
Closet freak Sinicky.
Another confession, I intentionally walked naked in the background of my wife's work Zoom meeting yesterday.
Intentionally?
Intentionally. She hasn't even mentioned it yet, which makes me think I will try it again. I imagine other people she works with are seeing this, but nobody's telling her.
Maybe I didn't notice.
Can you get in trouble for that? You're at your own house and you're walking... And you don't work for the company, the person...
You could arguably try to play it off. Now, if you keep doing it, keep going to the well, then they may say, okay.
Right, then it's purposeful.
If you're deliberately doing it, they can prove it.
There have been cases we know of the unintentional, where it was an aunt, an uncle, a grandma in the background's getting changed, and you're not going to hold somebody accountable for that.
Oh, no, not grandma.
Yeah.
Jeez, no.
Mm-hmm. This confession says, occasionally I'll drop a couple of cat treats in my husband's smoothie. I watch him drink it with evil delight. To this day, he has no idea, and his coat is shinier than ever.
You need to divorce that lunatic. She is a lunatic.
Cat treats?
She's a lunatic. I mean, my gosh.
How do you not notice that? I would think I think that would have to taint the taste of a smoothie.
Well, she's got to put them in there before she blends it, because you can't have a chunky cat treat just in there.
If you found out Panda was doing that to you since your relationship started, he's throwing little cat treats and blended them into your food. You didn't know, but you find out. Is that grounds for divorce?
I think it kind of is, because it shows you that this person is diabolically psycho doing things.
No.
You can't trust him, and then secretly they also hate you. Do you really want to be married to somebody who secretly hates you?
I don't think you should be secretly giving anybody anything. I don't like it.
No. Be on the up and up. What happened to the golden rule?
Yeah, not cool. That's why they're confessing anonymously here. This one says, a hot girl stopped me in the supermarket and asked if I was wearing new jeans. Thought to myself, yeah, baby, still got it. Turned out I'd actually left the transparent tape with the MMMMM down the leg. She found it highly amusing.
I do that all the time. Gosh, I always leave stickers on me.
Stickers and tags.
Stickers Pennington.
You're covered in them.
Mm-hmm. This person confesses, when I'm in a meeting with a lot of people, I often look around the room and decide in which order I would choose if I had to have sex with everyone.
Oh, that's fun.
I think we all do that, right?
I've never done that today, but we have a meeting after the show.
You got to rank them out, yeah.
Okay, so it's Kevin, it's me, it's Suits, it's Denny's, and it's our boss, Randy. Who's first?
I mean, I think I give Randy a spin first.
You're just being mean.
Yeah,
just
sucking up to the boss.
Yeah.
Hey, boss, I want to bang you first.
Sucking up to the boss. You couldn't handle this.
You think you bring more heat than Randy?
Your vanilla ass could not handle my weird ass.
I would tap out.
This person confesses, during lockdown, I've started a project to see how long I can grow my toenails.
Oh.
Now I'm either going to have to stop my quest or buy bigger shoes.
You're disgusting. Stop it.
No one ever said chasing grossness was pretty.
Chasing grossness.
Oh, that's so gross.
He's a single guy.
He's going to be forever, too.
This confession says, as far as my boss is aware, my father-in-law has been in and out of the hospital for the last 6 months, and I've had to take a lot of paid time off to take him to the hospital. They don't know he died 5 years ago.
Damn, you have a whole entire scam going.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta do a weekend at Burn. You gotta produce a body, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Since marrying my husband 10 years ago, he's put on weight, and he's very plump now, and I am not. I love him, but his fat is unattractive. Married men who complain about lack of sex, check your weight.
Damn.
Oh, my gosh. Ow.
She's confessing, and she's being anonymous, and that's how she really feels. Some people are going to hear that and think she's a jerk. Is she?
She's being honest.
She's being honest.
She feels that way.
She loves him, she said.
She is prioritizing staying trim. That means something to her. Her husband is not.
Panda gains 100 pounds. It's noticeable.
100?
He's eating Hot Pockets galore. Do you say something to him?
Yes.
Of course you do.
When have you ever known me to stay quiet on anything?
Have you ever had to tell Panda that he's gaining too much weight?
No.
Okay.
He would never let it get to that point.
Okay.
And I mean, I go up and down. Panda goes up and down, but we don't go up and down 100 pounds. Like we swing like 10, 15, 20 max.
But you do jump in if it's getting
I don't know. I don't think I would say anything. I mean, you'd have to be like 50 or 60 pounds plus for me to say something, because I believe in giving humans wiggle room. I think that you should allow your partner to go up and down and live life and go through things and get it back together. And that's just life, baby.
How many pounds though before you start noticing that you find him less attractive?
50.
It's 50.
It is 50.
Yeah, I would say 50.
So right on that 49, Panda.
Yeah, you're good. Just don't go to 50.
Don't go to 50.
I don't think he would, because like he'll talk to me too about how he feels. And when he gets like, up around like he's put on 20 pounds, he starts to feel really uncomfortable and hate it and makes him sad. And then he wants to make changes. Like, I don't think he would let himself go too much.
Okay.
Does the Mexican Queen say anything to you? It's not bulk muscle, it's fat. You've gained a good 50 pounds. You're kind of going back to your fat Kevin ways. Does the Queen step in?
I think so, yeah.
She does?
I think so.
How long do you think it would take?
I think if I get, I'm probably at about 30.
30 extra?
I don't know, though. She may not.
Well, you've lost 25. So if you put back on 30, you'll just be 5 over what you were a year ago.
But I'm talking snack weight. You're eating ding dongs, you're eating Swiss cake rolls. You're going back to the old school, which I personally love.
I think she might actually be more inclined to make comments about getting too skinny rather than too fat.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I have
Does she comment on the weight you've lost?
Yeah.
Does it hurt you?
No, I mean she'll just be like, you're just too skinny.
Does she say that you look like you have a disease like some of the people on social media?
Anorexic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She said you look anorexic?
Mm-hmm.
Does she see you butt naked?
Yeah.
A lot.
I don't know about a lot. I still am like.
Is that when she
trying to-
comments? When she sees you naked, is that when she has something to say?
No, it'll just be like an off the cuff, maybe about like pant size or something like that.
I think you look great, to be
Thank
quite
you.
honest with
Yeah.
you. Me and Dennys were just talking about that.
You gotta make yourself happy first.
You
man.
do have to make yourself happy. And
Yeah.
if that's what journey
That's
is,
it.
that is the most important journey you take.
Yeah.
Making
That's what you
yourself
gotta
happy.
do.
If you want to eat ding dongs and you're happy, you eat ding dongs. If
Yeah.
you want to lose weight and it makes you happy, do
Yeah.
it.
I know we got a Facebook. I know we have a meeting tomorrow. Another Facebook Live from your place, the Broacious.
Oh, the Broasis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll do one.
I love it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I love it when people say really nasty things about my appearance.
That's what the last time we did one. There's like 80% of the comments ripping on his looks. And the guy's a man. He's a human being. He's eventually gonna. I don't know.
So what are you just signing him up for? Another lashing?
Yeah.
Well, no, but we're public figures. I guess we have to take it. I guess, but you are human.
Yeah.
I started fighting with people.
Maybe I'm not a human.
I can't help it. I'm my mother's son. I'm going to defend my boy.
A few more confessions here. This one says, I don't like alcohol, never have. My friends and family praise me for not being a drinker. But what they don't know is that I'm actually a high-functioning heroin addict.
Oh, my God.
Okay, well, there you go. Why
Okay.
can't you be like Tommy over here and not drink?
That's
Meanwhile, he's high on
intense.
smack.
But that's his high functioning account.
is,
I'd like to
yeah.
ask everyone around him.
Wow.
He's
Yeah.
moving real slow.
Well, I wouldn't think that they would compliment him on being a non-drinker if they notice he's on heroin.
Maybe they don't notice because they're all drunk.
Maybe.
Some people are able to hide that stuff, though, better than others. They really are.
Heroin seems like it would be tough, though.
Yeah.
That's what Artie Lang was doing on Stern. He would.
And he was falling asleep during the show, like everybody knew he was on something.
Yeah.
You're right. It was pretty obvious.
was, yeah.
He would fall asleep in bits.
You're right. Very obvious,
I was
actually.
hiding it well, yeah. And this confession says, I was getting bored with so many Skype interviews when I was unemployed early in the pandemic that I put on a British accent for one of the interviews. Turns out the job was awesome and I wound up getting it. And now 4 months in, I'm still having to use the fake accent.
You faked being British for 4 months?
Yes.
And you can't stop now?
I don't know that you can, and they love the job.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe you could say you're losing your British accent because you're in the States.
I'm really working on getting rid of this British accent.
You gotta
How
bring
am I
in.
doing?
You gotta bring in like coaches though that are gonna be like helping you and giving you like help at work, so
man.
they see you doing the work.
Yeah.
This ruse actually could help. For about a month or two, you bring somebody in there during lunchtime or whatever, you're you're constantly working on
Yeah.
getting your accent gone. And I think
Dick, well, you're doing a great job. I can't even tell you're British.
You're going to have to put in 2 months of work, though.
You have a ruse with a ruse.
That's a lot of work.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
All right, still trying to line up somebody from Gen Z, somebody 18 to 25, Battle of the Generations we got coming up. You'll be partnered up with Dennys, the Millennial, or Suits, the Gen Zer. So dial us up to play here, Battle of the Generations, 877-979-WRMF. A lot of people who work in places where they do customer service who have passive-aggressive ways to get at jerky customers. Some interesting things I'm learning here. Somebody said I work in an office, and when I get a jerky customer, I will sign their email up for gay porn sites, email subscription services, and the like. And then they're just, I guess, avalanched by porn emails. Somebody said I worked at Live Nightclub for about 5 years in Miami as a VIP host, and when promoters would bring in girls that wanted free drinks at a table, we would, quote, snow cone their glasses. What that means, you fill the glass full of ice so they don't get any alcohol. Basically, it's just a glass of full ice. So that was the one thing. That's how they get, yeah. And on top of it, at Live, if you had to pay for a drink, it's $25. Can you imagine getting a glass of ice for $25 at Live?
That'd be awful.
My alcoholic ass would know real quick. I'm like, all right, bartender.
Oh,
I'm
right.
smelling you out.
Yeah.
She's a seasoned drinker.
Yeah.
You ain't tricking this hot girl.
This person said when my roommates would keep me up on a weekday partying at 3 a.m. with girls over, I would shut the water meter off, and they had no idea how to turn the water back on. Then the girls couldn't go to the bathroom. They'd get mad, and they'd leave, and I'd sleep great. By the way, I'm a plumber. They also had said, too, if you get a jerky customer, apparently you can go, and on a Friday, you'd show up late, you flip their meter off, they don't realize it, and they don't come back out to service it till Monday.
Dang.
Oh,
Don't piss off a plumber. That's pretty much the rule there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we will get to our Battle of the Generations here in a second, getting a Gen Z lined up, hopefully, 877-979-WRMF.
The Gen Z, they don't use the phones. They're tweeting out.
Yeah, they keep texting us being, I'm ready to play, Vic. We can't do this game
What
via
is this
text.
thing?
Yeah, it's Gen Z. I'm Gen Z. We got a thing. We don't talk on the phone. Don't you know that? That's against like some kind of like Gen Z law. There's a code.
It's all millennials calling in. All millennials and boomers calling in.
Yeah.
Or what's the one after millennials? X?
Millennials, Gen X,
And
and then
then
you got the baby boomers after that. Yeah, the boomers are using rotary dials, so it takes them extra long. So we can't have them. Okay, I believe we got our players all lined up here and ready to go. Okay, this is Dennys and Suits going to be representing here today with our Gen Z and Millennial. They've been battling it out over skinny jeans, whether they're in or not in. That is the latest fight. Just as soon as I start getting skinny jeans, Virginia, now they go out.
Oh.
That's the way it goes, huh? Okay, so you're going to get pop culture trivia questions about each other's generation. From Team Gen Z, we have got Patrick here on the line from West Palm Beach. Hello, Patrick.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, okay. You're going to be partnered up with your fellow Gen Zer, Suits, in here. Say hello to Suits.
Let's do this, Patrick. We got
Hey,
this.
Suits, how's it going? Let's win.
Okay. Listen to that enthusiasm.
Great chemistry, too.
Yeah. And then representing the Millennials, we have Kate from Port St. Lucie who's going to partner up with Dennys. Hello, Kate.
Good morning.
Okay. Dennys is good enough just to be
Yeah.
like, that's all good.
Just basking in it.
Denny's
Yeah.
looks like he's ready to pounce Suits.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to start off here with Gen Z. First question. Now, here's how it is going to play for both Patrick and for Kate. I'm going to ask you a question. If you can get it without any assistance from your partner, you get 2 points. If you have to go with the KVJ show member and they get it correct, you only get 1. Obviously, no points for an incorrect answer from both teammates. So here we go. Patrick and Team Gen Z. Here is your out-of-date pop culture trivia question. What was the name of the female U.S. Attorney General that Will Ferrell would dress up like on Saturday Night Live to host a dance party? Patrick, do you have any idea? She was a South Floridian.
No. I don't know if Suits does.
Suits, can you help out here?
I have absolutely no idea. I had no idea Will Ferrell was even on SNL.
What?
Whoa.
I had absolutely no idea he was on SNL. I don't watch SNL.
You young?
Dang. How about that? Gen Z doesn't know that Will Ferrell was on SNL?
When was he on SNL?
He was on SNL. I just remember his office underwear skit. I don't
Wow.
remember who he dressed up as.
Okay. We're looking for Janet Reno.
He did a good impersonation, too.
Yeah, the Janet Reno dance party. She was all part of the whole Elian Gonzalez thing that happened. That was around 2000. So it was about,
big.
Yeah, I guess it was about 20 years ago. So you'd have been 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you know?
Dang. Wow.
You weren't on it, Suits?
Wow.
No, at 5, I wasn't big into politics.
I'd love to see a 5-year-old Suits.
Yeah. Okay. All right. A miss for the first question for our Gen Z. Over to millennials. Your question here. We had a story about Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake's taking heat for, I guess, toxicity during their relationship a long time ago.
Timberlake is?
Yeah.
Whoa, your boy.
Oh, you love him, Kevin.
I know. I saw that. Yeah, they're getting on him as well. It says, framing Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake criticized for disgusting treatment of singer in new documentary.
What did he do?
It's a great question. It's called Framing Britney Spears.
Oh, no.
It examines her career and the Free Britney movement. And remember he did Cry Me a River?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought she cheated on him.
And I thought that's why he did it.
I think she did cheat on him.
But then what are these fans talking about? They're out of their minds.
All bets are off. If you cheat on a guy and then he's pissed, it's your fault for cheating on him.
Yeah, that's what happens. You get a little toxic when you get cheated on.
It says Justin sacrificed Britney's image on the public altar to promote himself by implying that she cheated.
I think she did cheat. We even know who she did it with.
Look,
it was a backup dancer.
If she cheated on him and he was on the up and up, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to sing about it.
We're sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag that.
If you cheat on somebody and then they call you out publicly for cheating on them and then bad things happen to your image, that's on you for cheating.
The spearheads are going to come back at us and say, she didn't cheat on him. It's all lies.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what the narrative is now.
That backup dancer was doing all kind of talking.
All right, I like. She don't fear the spear. I like that.
Okay, so here is the question we have then for our millennials. What award show did Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake wear their iconic matching denim outfits to? You remember that? They went as the Denim Twins. Okay, it was an awards show. This question here for Kate. Kate, what do you think that award show was?
Oh, no.
This is a tough one.
Think of it. I don't remember that for some reason.
Okay. Denny's, any guess?
VMAs?
VMAs, that is a great guess. It was the American Music Awards. American Music Awards.
Toughie.
That was a tough one.
We all
You
know
were
that
close,
one.
Denny.
Yeah.
We all know that one, Denny.
Yeah, you got a tough one. Okay.
Step it up, Big D.
No
Big
point
D.
in round one.
Big D, what happened?
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to Gen Z here in the Battle of the Generations. All right, this one is for Patrick. Paula Cole's I Don't Want to Wait was the opening theme for which TV show on Fox? Patrick, any idea what that is?
Is it Dawson's Creek?
Dawson's Creek is correct.
Nice.
All right.
Freak.
Okay.
Nice job, Patrick.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 2 points right there for Gen Z. They jump out to a big lead. All right, let's go back to our millennial Kate. Kate, what are the first names of the Hadid sisters? Who?
Chamber said, who?
The Hoodied?
What are the first names of the Hadid sisters?
What do they have to do with? Can I get a clue?
They're models, I believe. Is that right,
They
Virginia?
are models. Very good.
Okay.
In modern times?
Yes.
Oh, well, my bad.
Oh my gosh. Where have you been?
Are they kind of hot, Virginia?
Yeah, they're like the hottest.
What's worse, me not knowing the Hadids or Suits not knowing Will Ferrell's on SNL?
They're both bad.
Okay.
But the Hadid chick is the one that everybody was calling in last week and telling us that The Weeknd was making fun of because she had all the plastic surgery and that he was actually making fun of plastic surgery in Hollywood because of her.
I thought The Weeknd was doing a PSA about plastic surgery in our culture.
Yeah, but she's the one that he had close to him that changed her face.
Yeah, remember we showed her even.
You
were in here in that conversation.
I didn't commit Hadid to the brain. Committed.
Kate, what do you think? The names, first names of the
I
Hadid.
might have to reach out for Denny's. Denny's, could you help?
Denny's.
Ooh, let's see. Let's say Gigi.
Okay.
And Fifi.
You had us at Gigi.
Oh, you got one of them.
I got one of them?
Gigi's right.
Gigi and Bella. Gigi and Bella.
So close.
So close.
Yeah. Okay. Look out, Gen Z. If they can get this one correct, they're going to beat the millennials in the battle of the generation here today. Okay, here we go. Patrick, your question. What candy is known as the Fresh Maker? For the win.
Icebreakers?
What? Icebreakers. No.
To be fair, it's been a while.
He threw up the
Jaybird's
shot.
mad.
I'm broken hearted.
It's not the Fresh Makers, Jaybird. You know what it is?
I do.
What?
Mentos.
Mentos. That is correct. Yes.
The Fresh Maker.
Some of the best commercials of all time.
Amen.
Yes.
All right, that means Millennial's still alive, but you got to get 2 points on this one. The question is, what was the Disney Channel show starring Bella Thorne and Zendaya? How do you say that? Zendaya?
Zendoa.
Okay. Kate, what do you think?
You said Disney show?
It was a Disney Channel show. It had Bella Thorne from South Floridian with Zendaya.
Oh, man. Was never into Disney. Was usually more into Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Denny's.
Is it Zoe? What is it? Zoe
101.
Dacia now. Zoe 101.
That was a Nickelodeon.
Is that a Disney?
You do not.
Oh, is it? I have no clue.
At least you don't sound like a stoner.
I've never even heard these people's names.
Is it Zoe? D. Chanel?
It's called Shake It Up.
I've never heard of that.
What is that?
Shake It Up.
Shake It Up.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we got a win for Gen Z here today.
Nice job, Patrick.
Brought it home himself. Bringing a win home for your generation. Congratulations, Patrick.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, brother. And thank you for playing, Kate.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Suits is kind of killing it lately at all games he plays.
He's got the sweet spot.
He does.
This Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking this battle of generations. It's been my game so far.
He walks around with a little BDE too
He
because
does.
of it.
Very puffy chested.
Smugness.
A lot of people are noticing.
Getting very cocky.
He said he learned it by watching you, Kev.
Oh,
So smug.
I learned it from you.
so proud of him. So proud of him.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, if you haven't heard, the streaker from the Super Bowl with that amazing play-by-play. Come on, man, take off the bra, pull your pants up. Remember that? We played yesterday.
He was a great play-by-play announcer.
Yeah,
I enjoyed him.
Kevin Harlan, who does a very good job there for Westwood One. The streaker himself turned out to be a 31-year-old Boca Raton man who is now facing a misdemeanor trespassing charge after running on the stadium field at Raymond James during the Super Bowl. He got released from jail shortly before 8 a.m. Monday morning after posting a cash bond of $500. And somebody had sent me this little blurb, too, about the Super Bowl streaker. Apparently, he actually did an appearance at Jay Alexander's restaurant before leaving Tampa to come back to South Florida. And I guess he had bet $50,000 on a prop bet at plus 750 that there would be a streaker at the Super Bowl. So he knew it by going out streaking that he was going to make some money, and his buddy went out first as a diversion, so he didn't get caught as quickly as his friend. So there were two guys that were doing it. One goes out knowing that he's going to get plucked pretty quick, so security was focusing on him, and the guy who intended on doing the real streaking is the one who got out and got loose on the field.
Wow.
It's a brilliant plan.
Yeah.
They worked it through.
And it worked.
Yeah, it did. He was fleet-footed, too.
Yeah, he was.
He shook a few wannabe tacklers.
Second down, 20. 5:03 to go. Someone has run on the field. Some guy with a bra.
Yeah.
And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle of the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man. And the players with hands on hips at the other end of the field are looking at him and shaking their head and saying, why, oh, why is this taking place in a Super Bowl?
Yes. It says here that because of that bet he made about there being a streaker at the Super Bowl, he cleared $374,000 on that bet.
Wow. But if it's you, and isn't that insider trading?
It's goofy insider trading. I think they
I don't know how they would rule on that. If you know you're going to streak or attempt to, I guess you lay a bet that there's going to be a streaker at the Super Bowl.
You're right. You're the one making it happen.
Yeah, and I don't know how far his pants went down. I did not see that part, so I guess that's what would...
you just had butt cheek.
Okay.
In a thong.
In a thong, you had butt cheek, but he wasn't able to completely streak. Isn't streaking naked?
It is. This is not streaking. This is more of a...
So, I wonder if
we've got a lot of technicalities.
Okay. I don't know if you heard about this. There was a neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale lost power right before the Super Bowl kicked off, about 30 to 40 minutes before it started. Crews from FP&L worked into the night after the outage knocked out power to several homes, but apparently somebody had taken a photo and video showing a man who they say randomly started operating an excavator that was parked on the street for a whole other project.
Oh, no. He just jumped in it and was like, hey, watch this.
And at one point, he knocked the machine into power lines, probably some guy drinking for the Super Bowl, and then knocked out power to that neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale. So they got video of him leaving the scene, and witnesses said police were called, but so far officers have yet to confirm the details as to what happened. They say about 100 homes lost the power but got it back for the second half of the game.
The second half.
When nothing happened.
By then you're pissed.
Yeah, it's pretty much over at that point.
Oh, that sucks.
Didn't the fake streaker happen in the second half?
I think so, yeah.
That's the best part.
Okay, there you go. Fire truck got stolen from a fire station in North Fort Myers while the crew was responding to a call. The fire department returned from the call to find a brush truck was missing. So they took to Facebook to get some help to find the vehicle, and it worked. Several people posted some sightings of the truck, which was eventually found 80 miles north in Manatee County.
Who steals a fire truck?
Yeah. The truck wasn't damaged, and now they're looking for the person who stole it, so they don't know.
Bizarre.
It is. Another crazy story about a hacker that tried to poison the water supply of Oldsmar, Florida.
I saw this story. This is crazy.
Yeah, he had changed a setting that would have drastically increased the amount of sodium hydroxide in the water supply, and they were able to catch it. The police and FBI are now trying to track down the hacker.
Well, luckily, the guy that works at the plant was just sitting there looking at the computer screen, and he saw that somebody was changing the numbers.
Whoa.
And he's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But all these numbers are changing, and he changed them back really quick and saved the day.
They said, too, though, even if the guy was able to get it or try to get there, there's so many things.
Safeguards.
Safeguards in place.
You hope so.
You hope so.
Yeah.
Is it like NASA? Or like, oh, yeah, by the way, we just found out there's a meteor coming by.
Yeah.
If they get the water plant, then the only guy that they don't get is Jason because he hates water.
Yeah.
In your face, y'all.
All this time.
Beating the system. There's a guy in Bradenton that had been indicted on several charges after he used $7.2 million in PPP funds to buy a mansion and 3 luxury cars.
You can't do that?
I mean, come on, dude. A mansion, 3 luxury cars?
It's supposed to be for your employees, dude.
Yeah. There's a driver and his passenger got arrested after they reportedly tried to race a Clearwater police officer in an unmarked car. They didn't know he was the cops. It was about 1:30 a.m., and the report did not mention how fast the driver was going, but when the unmarked officer caught up to the car, the driver looked over and tried to start a street race. So the officer pulled the car over. That dude then failed a field sobriety test. He blew a .045. That's twice the legal limit.
Dude.
He was arrested for driving under the influence and racing on the highway. And they also got his female passenger for racing on the highway. So there you go, dummy. A Chi-Town Chicago Italian beef and hot dogs in Pompano Beach got busted. Cops got a tip that the owner of the Chicago-style hot dogs and pizza restaurant was selling drugs, so they started an investigation. And they got the owner in the restaurant's parking lot. They found cocaine, fentanyl, ecstasy, marijuana, and other prescription drugs in the car.
He was selling it out of his own pizza restaurant?
Yes, out of the Chi-Town Chicago Italian beef and hot dogs in Pompano. It was a drug front.
I swear we've got a restaurant down here that's a front for something. Me and Denny's
Call him out.
It's a Chinese restaurant, and it's two Italian guys that run it.
Yeah.
And so something doesn't seem right, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, yo, you want the Mugu guy pan?
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Yep. There's a guy that threw a rock through the windows of a Wendy's on Duval Street in Key West because they didn't sell cinnamon rolls.
Why would you do that? I love that Wendy's on Duval Street.
Yeah, well, they didn't have cinnamon rolls. He was upset.
Wendy's got cinnamon rolls these days. Is this new?
I didn't know about it.
Yeah, Google it. I'm very embarrassed right now.
I know you like a sticky bun.
Oh, I love it. So sticky.
He got 4 years of probation for that.
As he should. You can't be throwing anything at the windows of any business.
No. A fisherman in Thailand found a rare orange pearl a few weeks ago, and on Friday, he got an offer of $340,000 for it.
Wow.
So he decided to celebrate with a little party and bought a bunch of meth. And apparently, the cops then broke up the party and he was arrested. So he's going to be spending most of that money on bail.
Dude, you can't give some people money.
No.
Because they're going to go buy meth.
In bulk.
It's a lot of people. Got an update on that woman that tried to use Gorilla Glue for hairspray?
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, they had to bring in a plastic surgeon. He said he could probably remove the adhesive spray product from her rock-hard hair. She actually went to the hospital because for a month her hair didn't move. That Gorilla Glue really works.
It does. This has been the greatest commercial for Gorilla Glue that ever happened.
Yeah, now she's considering suing Gorilla Glue.
Shut up and sit down. You are stupid. If you spray glue that says Gorilla Glue in your hair, that's on you, lady.
I hate when people are dumb and then they try to sue.
Really? You think it's their fault? The bottle clearly says don't get it on your eyes, skin, or clothing.
Big dummy. The company says it's sorry to hear about her incident and is glad that she's getting treatment while wishing her the best, but nothing about giving her any money for her using their product in a dumb way.
They should not give her a dime. And if she tries to sue them, they should fight it fully. Do not settle.
I took a bath in a bunch of hot coffee. I'm suing Folgers.
Yeah, you see a lot of those.
Can't do that.
A lot of celebrity fights going on. This is like the hot thing again because all these celebrities want to jump into the ring. Really kind of got going. Logan Paul wanting to fight everybody. He's going up against Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's talking about he might want to fight 50 Cent. Lamar Odom wants to fight Aaron Carter. It's just like on and on and on.
Lamar Odom is like 3 feet taller than Aaron Carter.
I know. It's crazy.
He would eat him.
Yeah, so when you get some of these matchups, you got to have it make sense. Now, here's some celebrity boxing matchups. Who do you think would win in a fight between Brad Pitt and Bradley Cooper?
Oh, my gosh. Pitt. Cooper's too soft.
Yeah.
I like both of them. I like Bradley Cooper, but Pitt is going to tear him apart.
I think Cooper might surprise you.
Really?
I think he might surprise you, yeah.
Team Pitt, Virginia?
Team Pitt.
Okay. I'm going with the underdog, Bradley Cooper, on there. I think Pitt would be the favorite, but I'm going with the undercard.
I think, too, we're getting all tricked from Fight Club.
Yeah. That was a while ago, too.
I know.
Yeah. How about Justin Bieber versus Justin Timberlake?
Timberlake would dance all over his ass.
I feel like Timberlake would have the upper hand in that one.
Bieber, though, to your point, Kevin, he's pretty.
He's kind of jacked.
He
actually,
is.
yeah, if you look at him, he's kind of lean, mean. He also is big time into hockey. And the one thing you know about hockey, you got to know how to fight to play hockey.
Oh, that's true.
Bieber don't have the heart to finish off the fight. Sorry, Timberlake.
I think you're underestimating the Bieber.
I think Bieber will get a shot in, but he's like, I have to fight more than 30 seconds. And then Timberlake just plows him.
Okay. I'm going with youth and the hockey advantage, the Canadian. They fool you.
You went Timberlake, V?
I did.
Okay. I'm going undercard again on that with Bieber. All right. What about Tucker Carlson versus Anderson Cooper?
I don't know who that is. Who's Tucker Carlson?
Tucker Carlson is on Fox News.
He's their big star on Fox.
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper, the big star on CNN.
Ugh. I don't want to watch either one of those networks.
That would be the worst fight out of all of them.
That'd be tough and terrible.
I think Tucker's bigger.
I love Anderson, but only when he's on the New Year's Eve thing, drinking and cutting up.
I think, and this is not a political statement, but I think Tucker wins that one. How dare you, Bird?
Yeah. Okay, what about Drake versus Kanye West?
Drake.
Yeah, if you saw Drake in the State Farm commercial for the Super Bowl.
Kanye is going to bring a lot of hype. Psychological warfare, too, could play a factor.
I don't think Kanye's in that great a shape. He's been chilling in Wyoming. Drake looked jacked.
I think you're right, Drake.
I think Kanye's going through the doughy years.
We all go through them.
We do, but I think he's like emotionally going through it right now.
Look, I understand eating your feelings. It happens.
Me too.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk.
Musk has got the stroke, I feel like. He's got the heat behind him.
And he's a robot.
So is
he knows 10 ways to kill you.
They're both aliens. They both are colonizing here.
Yeah, I think I'd just go with Musk on that one.
I'm going Musk.
Musk.
John Mayer versus Ed Sheeran.
I mean, it's not even close.
John Mayer wins.
He makes mincemeat out of him.
I think Ed Sheeran wins that
You
one.
are crazy,
Yeah,
Alston.
I
No
think because
way.
Ed Sheeran, I think, is trained doing boxing stuff. I think he actually did that in one of his videos, and he had a trainer that was doing boxing itself.
He did like 9 round.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Your boy.
I did 9 round.
What makes you think, for any reason, that John Mayer's tough?
Bigger, stronger.
He's maybe a little taller.
No, he's a tall dude.
He's very tall.
Yeah, he's got the size advantage over your boy.
Height. I don't think that matters in this.
Reach.
I think Ed Sheeran is going to do some body blows and chop down John Mayer. I think he's got that one.
I mean, these are all fights I would watch.
Yeah.
They're pretty solid. Yeah, pretty solid matchups here. How about the Talks Sharon Osbourne versus The View's Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh, boy.
I feel like Osborne wins this one.
I feel like Whoopi wins it.
Well, you might be right. I think Osborne wins it maybe 10 years ago.
Well, Osborne's going to be better at the pregame fight where they're talking smack. She's going to be a better smack talker, but I think Whoopi's going to take it.
Whoopi may knock her out first round.
Yeah, Whoopi just is not there to play.
You changed my mind. I'm voting Whoopi.
Sharon looks a little frail. What about Sharon versus Ozzy?
That's a draw. I think they got to go to the judges.
I think Sharon wins. Roseanne Barr versus Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh.
Who wins that battle?
O'Donnell.
I don't know.
I think O'Donnell does now, too.
I don't know. I think it's Barr.
Okay.
I watch a lot of Rosie O'Donnell stuff because she like falls apart on social media. I was watching some of it going, man, she's going through it.
Yeah, Roseanne doesn't fall apart on social media.
Yeah.
But she was tough. And she was standing her ground. Rosie O'Donnell would be openly weeping.
Okay, I mean,
I crying on social media. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I personally think the mental part of it does play a factor here. You could be stronger, but you could also be weaker in the mind.
I think Barr is stronger in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
I like your analysis.
Pink versus Lady Gaga.
Oh my gosh, Pink would kill half the menu listed.
Pink destroys
Is
Gaga.
there a female artist that would even give Pink a good fight that you can think of? Who is
I
it?
think Cardi B would be a really good fight with her. I'm sure Cardi had to fight in some of the strip clubs.
I'd say maybe Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion, yeah.
She's been shot.
I think Megan's even tougher than Cardi.
Yeah, I think so too.
If you listen to her lyrics, she don't play.
I think that'd be my matchup.
Who else is tough on the female tip? That would be.
Well, they're trying to sell her as tough now. Queen Latifah's got a show where she's like I'm the one that you call when you don't call 911.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
they're trying to make the Queen look tough.
Yeah, but isn't she a little bit older than us?
Yeah.
I think her fighting years are behind the Queen.
I'm not sure she's taking out Pink. People were saying Ed Sheeran is Irish. Irish people fight. He would beat John Mayer's ass in a heartbeat.
I think they're letting the music dictate their emotions, Kevin.
Okay. Yeah, let me see some other ones. Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj would be a great fight. That would be a good boxing match.
Yeah, can Minaj fight?
I don't know.
I know she sounds hard and monster.
Well, they've got their little feud going on, so
it'd be real.
Yeah, there's passion behind that one. Kind of like that matchup. How about some fictional ones? Best celebrity boxing matchup: Neo from The Matrix versus John Wick. If he Keanu fighting himself, but which character?
I feel like John Wick.
He's fighting himself, though.
Yeah.
Technically, he's not. He's fighting the character.
Yeah, Neo from The Matrix wins that one.
He does? Okay.
Yeah, because he has that program, Kung Fu, all these different fighting styles. John Wick is more about using guns and everything else to wind up making it happen.
Could Neo block the bullets?
Well, Neo could dodge the bullets on top of it.
Wow.
Yeah. And typically you don't have guns in boxing matches.
You changed my my way of thinking.
How about the King from Burger King or Ronald McDonald?
The King. The King.
Yeah.
And I think it's an early knockout. I think the King comes in and knocks Ronald on his ass within a first round.
Has a punch they call the Whopper.
Yo, that's great.
Yeah.
The King is creepy.
The King.
I would not mess with the King.
I think the King is
Mickey Mouse or Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese, and I'll tell you why. Because Chucky, I think, comes more from the streets.
Yeah.
A little bit tougher, a little bit grittier than the mouse.
Rat, yeah.
The mouse is rich.
Yeah.
I'm going the rat.
The mouse has lived a life of privilege.
Yes, he has.
Chucky had to scrap.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all going Chucky.
Yeah.
How about Claire from Titanic or Jenny from Forrest Gump?
You know my answer. Jenny destroys Claire.
Jenny had to grow up gritty. Small
She
town
did.
girl.
You're right.
Alabama.
She got problems.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does.
Broken child.
Yeah.
No, she's going to win.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there you go. That's our picks.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Oh boy, this question is blowing up on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Because it's National Pizza Day, we asked, what is your favorite pizza place? Seems like a lot of people are very passionate about one place or another.
When I was doing the pizza blog, I realized these restaurants have fans, and if you don't fall in line with their thoughts, they come after you.
Yeah.
I love how some people at the different places wanted to fight him.
I was a marked man for him.
Yeah.
6
He was.
months.
He had to stop doing the whole pizza blog because of fear of death.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't like the heat of the people giving it to me when I would give them a bad review, and then if I'd give just a rosy, nice review, people get mad at that. Like, "Oh, you don't really love every pizza place."
Don't piss off the Italians. You don't know who's connected.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, my old standby was Pizza Girls. If I'm talking New York style pie, no doubt. If I just want to stay home and don't want to travel out, and if I was doing delivery for a while, I was doing the Domino's thin crust. I thought was fantastic. That was on my kick. And now I'm doing the cauliflower crust. So I do the cucina there at the Palm Beach outlets. And I'd like to try other places that do the cauliflower crust, but I'm doing the keto, so you can't do the flour anymore.
Cauliflower crust on National Pizza Day. Where'd you find this guy at?
You've insulted Mr. Bird.
It's
Yes.
good pizza, and it still qualifies as pizza, and it's keto.
You can't believe it.
I thought we were trying to have a serious pizza discussion
It's
here.
good.
On NPD, you're gonna drop cauliflower on us?
Absolutely, yeah. Because you know what, you gotta look out because there are a lot more people that are staying away from the carbs these days. So pizza's gotta kind of reinvent itself, or else they're gonna lose a lot of fans.
Fat Kevin, please show your fat face if you dare. I can't hear this anymore.
Y'all are going to be the next boxing match if you keep
I
calling,
know, right?
talking about cauliflower pizza.
Good.
Jason's
Good
going to
stuff.
fight you.
Good stuff. After the Show podcast coming up. You can watch it live and for free on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Just go there and look for the KVJ Show. Got your emails, some bonus material as well going to be coming up. So go check that. But before we get there, Jaybird is going to wrap up National Pizza Day with his thought.
Virginia told me that I have a quote or I have a quick love letter to pizza. And she told me I should do the love letter.
Okay, yeah.
I always prefer an original work.
Just stay with me. It's a little bit longer. I'll try to go quick. Dear Pizza, just so you know, you've changed my life for the better. You fill up my belly as well as fill up my heart. I would literally take a bullet for you. That's how much you mean to me. Before I had you, I was merely a boy. Now that you're in my life, you turned me into a man. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, Angel Face. I just love you so much. Sincerely, Jason.
Boy, that's love, isn't it?
If only you could say those words to a woman. You got walls.
You can only say that to something you can eat.
I'm filling a void, Virginia.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.